Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. The Presenter episode 4 is now up. I'm going to put the link up here somewhere. Please go and give it a watch. I sat down with the great Adam Smith to talk about his journey. Loads I didn't know. He's worn so many different hats, done so many different roles over the last, 3 decades. A reporter, an interviewer, head of Sky Sports Boxing, lead commentator. We spoke about those big moments on comms. You think of that lift-off moment, AJ versus Klitschko, the he's here moment, Eubank arriving, the relationship with Eddie and Matchroom. It's a good listen. It's about an hour long. So yeah, please go and give it a watch, like, share, leave a comment, all those good stuff. And yeah, thank you in advance. All right, let's see what there is to talk about before we talk about Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois, which looks like it's going to happen May 9th in Manchester. I thought he could have done a stadium, but again, we'll get to that in a second. Jai Opetaia, Brandon Glanton to crown first Zuffa boxing champion. Do we need more belts? The answer obviously is no. I don't understand why more belts are being created here. I thought the idea was to kind of get rid of belts. Jai is the Ring Magazine champion. Why are they just not fighting for that belt? Like just that belt. Yeah, don't get it. Don't get it, don't particularly like it. Just don't understand what it means. I really don't. Like, I would say the same if there was a Matchroom belt or a Queensbury belt. I know Al Heyman wanted to do a PBC belt. That got shut down very quickly. I just don't like it. It isn't the UFC. It isn't that. It isn't MMA. Obviously, MMA organizations have different belts, right? It isn't that. Yeah, look, I like the fight, by the way. I think Brandon Glanton's a lot tougher and a lot better than the recent opposition that Jai's been fighting. So I'm not mad at the matchup. I'm a big fan of Brandon Glanton. He's going to come. He's going to give it a go. He's big. He's strong. He's going to be on the chest of Jai Opetaia. I think Jai's feet are too fast. I think his hands are too fast. But we'll get to the matchup later on down the line. This is just about the belt and the understanding and meaning of having a Zuffa champion. You know what's funny? Every person or every organization linked to this fight is doing their own poster and promoting their own belt. So what I mean by that is the Ring Magazine have done a fight poster for this, and it's like the ring fight between Jai and Brandon. Zuffa have done their own poster. Zuffa world title fight between Brandon and Jai. Like, everyone's doing their own thing. The only people that I've not seen say anything yet, and look, I've not checked, so it might have been done, is the IBF. Like, is the IBF title on the line here? Bear in mind, again, that Dana White's thing was, we don't want those belts anymore. We don't want to work with those organizations. So I do wonder if the IBF belt's going to be on the line. I mean, it is Jai, and I think Jai is going to win. At the end of the fight, is he going to wear the IBF, the ring, this new Zuffa belt? I mean, all 3 of them. It's just too many belts, people. There's just too many belts. So look, I'm not a fan of it. It's here to stay. It really is here to stay. The power that Zuffa have, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it just confuses things. It doesn't make things any easier. And, you know, boxing needs to be cleaned up and it needs to be a bit more streamlined. And I think this just makes it a lot more busier. So those are my thoughts. But again, the matchup's not a bad one. I'm not mad at the matchup at all. I think Brandon's tough. Again, he's big, he's strong, he's rugged. But yeah, I just feel like a Zuffa champion's just like, why do we need more belts? Like, what's going on? Like, I remember putting this to Ariel, and I said this, like, we don't need more belts. And I think the response back was, the Ring Magazine is the belt now. And I'm like, okay, that makes perfect sense then, because that, of all of the belts, the Ring Magazine's the one, right? I mean, there are no sanctioning fees. A ring champion almost universally is claimed as the best, right? Whoever's got that ring belt is the best in the division, because it gets confusing when there's a WBA and WBC champion. So when someone wearing the ring belt like Jai's got, okay, you're the man. You're the man. The Zuffa belt doesn't mean that. It doesn't. So yeah, strange. All right, let's talk Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. Again, no official announcement, but everything and everyone is pointing to May 9th in Manchester for this super fight. And it is a super fight. This is an incredible matchup. Credit to both. There were rumors about both going in different directions. Like Dubois versus Zhang was a massive rumor. Nothing really Fabio's side. Obviously, Fabio's tried to goad Usyk. He's tried to goad Tyson Fury, but nothing sort of concrete like Dubois Zhang. But they both accepted, and this will be obviously Fabio's first defense of his heavyweight title, and this is a tough defense. It is a tough defense. Some have said, does Daniel deserve a world title crack coming off a defeat? I'm not mad at it. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I mean, who else would you want to see get this shot? Caballero would be really the only one that would say, okay, fair you. Anyone else? I wouldn't put them above Daniel. Again, for me, for you to lose your belt against Alexander Usyk. I mean, look at some of the bullshit that's going on in terms of people that are getting world title cracks. The last thing I'm going to do is scream that Daniel is undeserving. Because I look at what he's done recently and I'm not mad. He's fighting, he's busy, he's active, he goes for it. You can have a world title crack. I'm still very split on who I think wins this fight. I think Tony Bellew tweeted the other day in response to my tweet that I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think Tony tweeted that he thinks that Fabio gets him late or gets him down the stretch. Maybe. I think there's this thing where people feel like Daniel collapses down the stretch. I didn't necessarily see that against Hrgović, which went past the halfway stage. I didn't see it against Miller. So I don't know if that's a thing. Obviously, we've seen it against Joyce and we've seen it against Usyk. Joyce, behind closed doors, I don't want to make an excuse for him, but I think Daniel's a lot more experienced. Usyk is fucking Usyk, people. Do you know what I mean? Like anything anyone does against Usyk should almost be discounted because he is that good. I do think it could have gone to a stadium. I really do. May 9th, obviously it'll be great weather. I do think this could have done a stadium. It's almost like we need, like Portman Road's a bit too small. There needs to be a really nice stadium that's 50,000. Tottenham might be perceived to be too big. I don't know. I think there's an appetite. I think there's an appetite for boxing in this country. I think the fans will turn up. I think we've seen it with stadium fights recently. The fans will turn up. But look, there's nothing better than a packed arena. The atmosphere in a closed roof is just sensational. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays there. So look, I'm very happy that this fight's happening, which leads me to talk about very quickly British boxing. I've heard over the last couple of years that, it's shit, it's dying. Eddie's only doing things in America. Like, what's going on? I mean, I think we're going to have a very good run. I think there's a lot going on at the moment. Obviously, Josh Kelly in Newcastle winning a world title was good. It's always good to kind of open up that market, and him doing that does that. Lee Wood Warrington has sold out. That's good. The undercard fights are good. We're going to get Tyson Fury back. I don't know where that's going to happen. Maybe Old Trafford. It's a big fight. Wilder, Chisora, big fight. Stadium Arena, O2 Arena. I could have done a stadium. Another one that could have done a stadium. So there are big fights. I think when people talk about sort of the death of British boxing, I think that what they're talking about is beneath that, if you like. So if you think of those as sort of the Premier League of boxing, I think people are talking about sort of League 2, League 1. So the small hall shows. And yeah, they need to be looked at. We do need to look at what's going on with these small hall shows. They still happen. They maybe don't get as much coverage, but they are still happening. What I want to start doing on this channel is, and anyone that's watching this, please, if you are putting on small hall shows and you need a bit of promotion, clearly I will do it for free. Just let me know. Send me over your small hall show and I will give it a bit of promotion so people can go and buy tickets for it, or watch it if it's going to be on some sort of YouTube platform. But that does need to be pushed. But I think the top echelon, pretty good. I think we are having some pretty good shows, and there's a few shows that have been announced as well. We've got Mose the Talma coming up. Good to see Lidard, Tyler Denny announced Copper Box March 21st, I think it is, or 20th. So there are things happening. But look, there always can be more. But again, I'm very serious about this. If you are a small hall promoter, and I don't know what push I can give it, but if you need me just to announce that you've got a card coming up and what your card is, send it over and I'll put it on 100%. All right. Anything else? I'm in Vegas next week. I don't know if you guys know this. Have I told you? I am presenting Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia. Always good for me to do some of these big American shows. So I'm always grateful to be asked to do them. I go out on, I think at the moment I fly out on Tuesday. But yeah, looking forward to, obviously I will take camera and my mic and film out there. But yeah, looking forward to getting out there as well. All right, in a few hours, me and G-Man are going to do our weekly pod. Look out for that. But yeah, that's it, guys and girls.